And NASA images, you can see them now showing the size of this storm. Characteristics they say have not been seen in nearly 20 years. With the storm moving slowly, the Hurricane Center says that the storm could stay inland up to 72 hours.
It remains an incredibly dangerous and potentially catastrophic weather event. Folks need to pay careful attention to the information coming out of the Emergency Operations Center. We will continue to remain in this fight, working alongside our partners.
Another night spent in shelters for families with children sleeping on floors. As you can see, Tropical Storm Harvey continues to move at a slow pace this morning.
That I had never had to see here in my 27 years of law enforcement.
Tragedy striking the Route 91 Music Festival. Country music singer Jason Aldean performing on stage when the gunfire started. Just minutes before his performance, Aldean spoke about his excitement.
Voters to look at the progress Birmingham has made under his leadership. Woodfin says he was humbled by the support he's received from the community during the election.
Running against, I think, 10 or 11 other candidates, it was a distraction, a division all across the board, but I'm not making any excuses. We're going to continue to move the city forward in a positive way as we've done in the last 7.5 years.
I think it's not just about change, it's really about progress for all the city of Birmingham. People across all 99 neighborhoods are wanting progress.
Federal investigators now looking into the cause of death of a deadly medical helicopter crash, and a preliminary report expected next week. One of the 3 people who died was from Solagent.
Period of time, they became acquaintances, and then it led to this event.
Breaking news this midday and
sexual assault. And another great thing is we have this honor wall where you can go and make a tribute to somebody that you love. So just
inside the Pelham Police Department on this day, everywhere you look, you can tell it's No Shave November. Veterans like Talmadge Odom, a staff sergeant in the Army who fought in World War II.
There's a silver lining to this event. It was the humanity of the event. It's everybody helped everyone. Everybody was finding a way to help people. There was no chaos in the trample. There was no chaos in leaving the event. The only people we saw that were injured were ones who were directly hit by bullets.
At number 3 tonight, Democrat Senate candidate Doug Jones will be at a town hall event in Huntsville. Republican candidate Roy Moore also invited to the same event, but no one knows if he will make an appearance. That drove his passion, and it still fuels his purpose. Now he's an elite prospect, headed to the next level. He's committed to the University of North Carolina, and he says he plays now just for the fun.
Everything about it is fun. Just the little things that you have to do is fun. Whether you may get tired, maybe you have to run a suicide because you're out of trouble, but it's just still fun because you're just so passionate about what you're doing.
A star athlete looking to soar even higher.
To use your extinguisher, remember the pass method. Pull the pin by holding the extinguisher away from you and releasing the locking mechanism. Aim low, pointing the extinguisher at the base of the fire. Squeeze the lever slowly and evenly, and finally, sweep the nozzle from side to side.
Based on your relationship with the person. Here's a quick breakdown. If it's a coworker or a distant relative getting hitched, spend $50 to $75. Relative or a friend, $75 to $100. A close relative or a close friend, $100 to $150.
Here are 3 questions experts say you can ask yourself. First, has your supervisor promised a raise or promotion in return for sexual favors and threatened to fire you if you said no? Second, has your supervisor or coworker made unwelcome advances? And third, does your boss or coworker make you feel uncomfortable with physical gesture? Alabama's going to win this weekend because of Jalen Hurts. He's a freshman quarterback, but he is playing like a senior.
Alabama's going to win because we've already won 16 national championships.
We just keep winning them. So when Bama wins this weekend, you guys are going to have to buy us breakfast. And let's just say we're going to be eating a lot of bacon and a lot of pigs in a blanket that morning. And we're also going to need to hear a big Roll Tide Roll
now on air. Roll Tide Roll!
Happened in the last 4 years, they're not coming close to actually covering the cost of what it charges boards in managing school programs these days.
Today's Your Winning Ways. We all know the effort it takes to win in sports. It takes practice, patience, and persistence. But life outside athletics is just as imperative.
The identity of an individual cannot be their competitive results.
Renowned expert and tennis coach Lorenzo Baltrame specializes in mental preparedness. He's coached pros such as Jim Courier and Pete Sampras. He says balancing life off the court or field is all about focus and time. She said she started coaching all because of her daughter.
Something when she was little that I dreamed about is being able to coach her and her little friends. And after that first season, you get attached.
Fast forward to now, and Niemeyer says she coaches just for the pure enjoyment of it, especially when her teaching comes full circle.
One of the most enjoyable things to watch is when you've taught them a new skill and they do it in a game setting where we've done it at practice, and just watching the excitement out of it, it just makes you feel good.
A coach enjoying the journey, one she plans to stay on for a while. He emphasized the basics: fruits, vegetables, and protein. Former NCAA soccer player Anka Grotto also says athletes need to listen to their own bodies and know that what you eat matters the most.
I think a lot of athletes miss that point that nutrition can be the key difference.
The key difference between heartache and success.
Lots of new terms to learn. You'll see a lot more 4K TVs. Those are TVs with higher resolution screens. 4K, UHD, the ultra high definition, are TVs that have 4 times as many pixels as regular HD TVs.
In the classroom, when it comes to learning, making that connection is key.
We get homework almost every night.
Homework that requires not just a laptop, but a Wi-Fi connection.
We don't really get into more papers anymore. You know, with technology, we start getting like online work.
For students like freshman Jamari Collier, at home is where that connection is lost. Many don't have Wi-Fi access, just like Collier, who says he just had to make do.
I'd either rush to go do my homework while I'm still at school, or I'd run to the library or somewhere with free Wi-Fi, and or sometimes it just wouldn't get done at all.
That's where Sprint stepped in. In September, it donated these Wi-Fi hotspots to the Birmingham School District, free of charge.
When the blue light comes on, that means it's officially connected.
It's part of a nationwide effort to give students access to the internet outside of school. The school district distributed about 1,500 of these hotspots just last month to every high school in the district. And teachers tell me in that short time, they can already tell a difference.
How has it helped?
Raven Johnson teaches freshman English at Parker High School.
Assignments are submitted. More assignments are submitted now than they were in that first month of school.
Decorated in a grassy median beyond City Hall is a row of American flags. A tradition here that's just as special and all-American as the flag itself. Beneath the line of Star-Spangled Banners, crosses of veterans from Pelham, those who made the choice to serve and protect, to stand and fight for what that flag represents. Gary Waters is mayor of Pelham and a veteran himself.
To show the respect for our flag and the freedom it represents, and the men and women that don the uniform, I think every chance we have to do that, we should.
It is a simple task, patriotism on full display. Majestic in its presence, most dignified in its purpose. First step, make a list of the folks you want to buy for. Assign a dollar amount and look for deals that fit that figure. Second step, have the folks on the list give you choices of what they want. That way you can try to find the best deal on whatever it is and get a good price. Next, don't forget Craigslist or eBay. Amazon may be king, but those sites also have good deals at good prices. Make your own gift. Cook a meal, bake a cake, paint a picture, sew a sweater, perhaps mow the yard. Just find your creative talent and turn it into that special present. And finally, be thoughtful. The best gift sometimes is just the gift of time.